Hello, Lions fans! Today's news is buzzing with anticipation as we dive into the Detroit Lions' strategies and prospects for the upcoming NFL Draft and the 2024 season. General Manager Brad Holmes is at the helm, ready to make some pivotal decisions that could propel our team even further. And hold on to your seats, because we also have a bold prediction for the Lions next season that could ignite both excitement and nerves. If you're ready to get into the heart of these developments, hit that like button and let's start unraveling these intriguing stories. First up, let's focus on the NFL Draft and the strategic moves that Brad Holmes might have up his sleeve. With the Lions picking later in the first round and hosting the draft this year, there's a sense of urgency to capitalize on this opportunity. Holmes is known for his bold moves, and this year could be no different, especially considering our needs in key positions. In the world of NFL football, there's a lot of excitement around the Detroit Lions and their general manager, Brad Holmes, especially when it comes to the NFL Draft. For the first time since Holmes became the general manager, the Lions will start the draft picking outside the top 10, which is different from the last 2 years. In previous drafts, Holmes made some smart moves. In 2022, he traded up to pick Jameson Williams at number 32 overall, and then moved down to pick Jahmyr Gibbs at number 12. This year, with the Lions picking later in the first round, Holmes might make another big move on the first night of the draft. Adding to the fun, the Lions are hosting the draft this year, so if Holmes decides to trade up, it could be a really thrilling moment for everyone watching. Holmes is known for moving up in the draft to get players he really likes, no matter what position they play. The Lions need help at cornerback and on the interior offensive line. Some top cornerback prospects might be taken early, so Holmes might trade up to get a great player in that position. Some of the best cornerbacks include Terrion Arnold and Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama, Cooper DeJean from Iowa, and Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo. Holmes is good at making these kinds of moves, so it's worth watching out for top players at different positions, except quarterback and running back. The Lions don't have as many draft picks as before, so it might be hard to move up, but Holmes is bold and ready to make sacrifices to get a player he likes. As the current NFC North champions, the Lions are in a new situation. Their rivals, like the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, and Chicago Bears, are all trying to get better to challenge the Lions. The Packers, led by Jordan Love and players like Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jayden Reed, are the biggest threat to the Lions right now. The Lions and Packers were evenly matched in their games last season. The Vikings have questions at quarterback, and the Bears are a young team with a lot of draft picks. So the Lions' biggest challenge in the division is likely to come from Green Bay. The Lions also have decisions to make about their wide receivers. Josh Reynolds and Peoples-Jones's contracts are ending. Reynolds did well as a secondary receiver in 2023, but he might cost too much, especially with Jameson Williams playing so well. Peoples-Jones didn't play much after joining the team. With Amon-Ra St. Brown needing a big contract soon, the Lions have to think carefully about how they spend their money on receivers. Reynolds has been reliable, while Peoples-Jones has potential, but Reynolds might have the edge because of his strong connection with quarterback Jared Goff and his overall performance in the Lions' offense. Now, shifting gears to the 2024 season. After a remarkable playoff run, expectations are sky-high for the Lions under the leadership of Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. Connor Orr's prediction of the Lions making it to the Super Bowl next year stirs up a mix of excitement and high stakes. Can the Lions build on their recent success and take that final leap to ultimate glory? The Detroit Lions are getting ready for what could be a super exciting 2024 season. They did really well in the playoffs recently, which was their best run in a long time. Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, the guys in charge, have put together a team of young and tough players who are eager to show what they can do. They were so close to winning against the San Francisco 49ers, but they lost, which was really tough for everyone on the team. Now, with a chance to add more talented players through the draft and by signing free agents, everyone is expecting even more from the Lions in Campbell's fourth year leading the team. Connor Orr from Sports Illustrated has made some bold predictions for every NFL team. He thinks that the Lions, who almost made it to the Super Bowl in 2023, will make it to the Super Bowl next year, but they'll lose in the big game in New Orleans. Orr says, I don't think it's all that controversial to bet on a team that nearly won the NFC Championship this year and returns most of its core and is in a pretty healthy cap situation. The Lions will face some stiff competition from a surging Packers team and potentially a Bears team that keeps Justin Fields with the arrow pointing upward. All that said, OC Ben Johnson will spend the offseason steeped in ways to maximize this offensive line and powerful dynamic running game. The Packers are also expected to be in the news a lot this offseason, especially after they played so well at the end of last season, kind of like how the Lions did in 2022. If the Lions can make their defense stronger and add a few more good players to their offense, they could surprise everyone and win the very last game of the season, which would be amazing. As we wrap up today's Lions update, it's clear that our team is on the brink of something special. With the draft approaching and predictions placing us at the very top, the 2024 season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling yet. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Lions news and analysis. Together, let's cheer on our team as they strive for greatness. Go Lions!